Morning, day 4 here at Ant Heaven. I think this is one big ant hill. There's ants absolutely everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Trails, trails of ants, trails going this way, going that way, going through here. I mean, just absolutely everywhere. We got coffee going. Last night there was something, probably an armadillo, because it was the noisiest thing in the world, walking through up there by those palmettos in there. And you can always tell an armadillo because it's basically like an elephant walking through the woods. So, but nothing disturbed camp. We left food, everything out here, nothing. Sturgeons jumping constantly. We've already seen them, so we know it's them, but you see them going. When, other than that, beautiful night. Got some storms towards Bell, Trenton, but that's way down there. And that's it. We're gonna fry up some eggs, pack up the camp, and get out of here. Have a break today at that river camp down there. All right. Look at this. I mean, absolutely everywhere. Except, believe it or not, inside the tents. So that was a good thing. But they're even inside the canoe. I mean, everywhere inside. Oh, we're gonna try to pack up and get out of here before they cut us up into little pieces and get us out of here. All right, that's it. Day 4 campsite. I mean, night 3. Today is day 4. That's the last thing we gotta pack up because we're gonna refill up our waters. Ready to go? Look at this day. This is what we needed yesterday, the day before, not today. Overcast. Day 4. Here we go. Hydration time. We can hear it coming from way over there because there is like this eerie silence. There's no birds, no frogs, no crickets, absolutely nothing making any sound. And we can hear that and we're like, we hear water. There it is. We're gonna fill up. Thank you, little spring. Got a lot of water. Drank a lot of water. And we got a gallon of cool water. That's a nice one there.
Someone's dammed up.
Yep, they dammed it up. We're coming into Dowling Park. And that's where we're gonna stay at, the Dowling River camp. The Dowling River camp. We got about 3 miles to go, and it's 10:50 in the morning. So we're just gonna stay there tonight. And there's not a drop of wind. I mean, not even the slightest breeze. Overcast, as you can see, but yet you can still feel the heat. I can't see right now what the temperature is, but I'm pretty sure it's already in the 90s. But we're pretty much in the town already. You can see all the houses all the way around. You could see the trees, almost all the tops of the trees. When you look and you see it real fluffy green like that, that's all new growth. So you can see all the big tall pine trees, the tops broken off. There was probably some real high winds all through here during Helene. This limestone here, if you look there, you can see where that's through so many years, the water, when it rains, running through there. And if anybody's that's seeing this video knows around how many years that takes, hundreds or thousands, leave me a comment and let me know. I'm so curious about it. See, there's another one back in there. And you can see that's when it rains, all the water running through there. That just eats away eventually through, God knows, through I don't know how many years. But it's pretty interesting how that happens. Look at this one. And it's not that the lime rock broke right there, cracked or anything. It's just water rushing through there. We're gonna go check out one big one over there. We made it.
Oh, you had dragged canoe all the way up on the shore.
Yeah, we'll empty it. Not 9 miles. There it is.
Probably better up.
Yeah, yeah, get in the shade. That's right. All right, we're gonna load all this stuff. And I'll see you up there. We're gonna go check out this Dowling Park camp, wilderness camp. And see if it's open, there's absolutely nobody here. We can see where people have docked their canoes and kayaks right there. But there is nothing. We're gonna see if we could get some wheelbarrows and just there's usually like a keeper there. Well, there is a keeper, and he'll tell us, you know, hey, this one's booked, or this one, or you guys could take, you know, or they're all booked. We didn't do reservations. But they have primitive campgrounds on it too. So what matters is we get to take a shower. All right. Oh, this one doesn't even have that far of a walk. Nice. That's where you usually put your kayaks and canoes. There's the bathrooms. Alright, we're gonna see if we find the keeper. Alright, here we are. Dowling Creek Campground, Wilderness Camp. These things are elevated, so this is a nice view we have here. The canoes, well, if it's a light kayak, you could carry them and bring them up here. But canoes are, I left the canoe way down there in the water, close to the water. And they have a ceiling fan. They have, you go on their website, somebody that was here showed me, you go on their website and you could check, you go to where you sit, make a reservation, and then you go to this camp and you can see the days available and which hut is reserved. You can see all that stuff. And for tonight, none of them are reserved, and so we'll be the only ones here unless somebody else just shows up. So we got everything charging right here. You can't cook underneath these things, even with a little stove, but it's not a big deal. You know, you have a picnic table down there, and then showers aren't, they're right out there. That one that you see right there through the with the green roof, that's the handicap one, because it has a ramp going to it and it's paved, where this one is just steps. But it's not a big deal. You empty out your canoe, kayaks, and whatever you don't need to bring up, you leave it down underneath. It doesn't get wet. So here's home for the night. Shower time. You can see this one is kind of overgrown, and the trails are like just overgrown. Primitive campsite is somewhere in through those woods, and it's like, it looks just like this, where the primitive campsite is, just like this. So it's not actually, if you look through that opening of those trees back in there, you can see the board fence, and you're inside like a corral. Yeah. This is like the little hangout area, pavilion. That's the one we're staying at. Showers. Oh, AC. Alright guys, here's our setup. These flowers right here,
Trumpet vine, I think.
trumpet vine maybe, I don't know, I'll look it up. They were all open, they look like a trumpet, that tree right there. And there were hummingbirds, and now that it started raining, they closed up. Alright. I'm gonna go underneath this place, and I got my stove set up down there. I'm gonna cook me something to eat. So we've been just kind of sitting here, relaxing, cook dinner. It's been raining on and off. It feels cool. Actually, it's pretty cool, to the point where I poured water all over me by accident. So by the point of, I was actually about to get in the sleeping bag when my brother called. So now We got a storm coming up on us. There's some bad lightning coming from that side. That fan's not needed, but that was there when we first got here. It was hot. And even though this has one, that one,
You're a little late.
that one was pointing straight at me. We were gonna go down and sit by the river, do a little fishing. We got some really good chicken livers. They've been out without ice for like 2 days already. So we're gonna try some catfish and just sit there and put this camera pointing out over the river, because every like at least every 10 minutes a sturgeon jumps clear out of the water over there. So if the storm passes, I'll go sit there and put the camera. It'll make for some good sleeping tonight.
New band.
That was weird. Well, good night, everybody. Kind of fell asleep. We both fell asleep here. And I think it's 1:53 in the morning. And what woke me up was something underneath us. And it's down there. I don't know what. There's something down there. It sounds like a raccoon rummaging through all our stuff that we left down there. Alright, we'll find out tomorrow what the damage is. Good night, everybody.